HyunA and DAWN were the most iconic couple in the K-pop industry. They started dating in May 2016 and got engaged in 2022. After many years of dating, they recently announced their breakup. Fans still don't know what really happened to them. Even though they are not together anymore, the story of how they fell in love each other and how they went through hard times together is really exemplary. The two idols' story started in 2016. HyunA revealed she had a crush on DAWN first, who was actually a trainee at the time, while HyunA was already a star. They worked together, that's how they met. She noted that she became interested in him because he acted in unexpected ways and she saw herself in that side of him. She grew curious and soon she began to like him. She also said she waited 1.5 years to get him. She tried to drop hints so DAWN would notice her feelings for him. She would try to bring him gifts, while trying to make it look casual. She would be like, "I was in the area and came by to drop this off for you. Can you come down for a second?" But he was so oblivious. He was like, "No, sorry, I'm busy right now." DAWN commented that he was oblivious because he didn't think a superstar like HyunA would find a trainee like himself any interesting. He also pointed out that he didn't have any feelings for HyunA at first, so none of her hints meant anything to him. He said, "It was cool to see such a huge star up close. But I didn't have any special feeling for her. As time went on though, I realized that she's very humble in the way she treats the people around her. She was nothing like I imagined her to be. So I thought she was an amazing sunbee and that kind of opened up my heart." As he got to know HyunA better as a friend though, DAWN realized that HyunA and he have a lot in common. Once he began sharing more personal conversations with her, he realized that she might be the one. "We had a special connection. I didn't expect to find someone who thinks the way I do. As soon as I realized that, I knew that I had developed feelings for her too," DAWN said. After all the failed hinting and waiting, HyunA decided to tell DAWN how she felt. Her first attempt, however, fell apart miserably, as an unexpected third person interrupted the meticulous plan HyunA had laid out. HyunA explained, "So I had few drinks at this place close to my house. But I'm not a huge drinker, so I got a little tipsy. I decided to walk that off a little, then call DAWN and tell him how I feel. So I began walking home but I noticed someone was following me. I got scared and he was the only person I could think of at the time. I called him as I began running away from the stranger. The whole time, I was telling him about what the stranger is doing and how I'm scared. DAWN told me to get home safe and we hung up. That was that." HyunA didn't give up though. She gave it another try, hoping DAWN would notice her feelings for him. In her second attempt, HyunA was a bit bolder and as straightforward as fans know her to be. "I went home with another bottle of fruity soju in my arms. I took a picture of that and a shot glass to text DAWN. When he saw the picture, he told me to hang on. He went and got himself something to drink too. So we weren't together, but we were drinking together. And so I began. I said, I have something to tell you. I've been in love with you for a while. But since I'm not really in the position to ask you out first, I really wanted you to notice me. But you've been so blind to my feelings. So I'm going to step up. I like you and I'll wait for you until you're ready," HyunA said. When DAWN heard HyunA's courageous confession, he didn't hold back either. He took the matter into his own hands and asked HyunA to be his girlfriend. His answer to all that was so straightforward though. He said, "Why wait? Why can't we start seeing each other right away?" As soon as I heard that, I stumped my feet in absolute thrill. I did question a little bit though, because he answered so immediately, like if it was real or not, HyunA said. DAWN clarified that he charged forward because he didn't want to make HyunA wait any longer. His feelings for her had grown immensely by then too, and he knew what he had to do. DAWN said, "Well, by the time I went to buy the drink and did that whole thing, I was serious about my feelings too. So when she told me how she felt, I was shook. And I knew when she said she would wait, that she meant she would hold things off until I'm ready to date her once I debut and build my career, but I was already ready. I didn't want to waste the time. I wanted to make things official." In August 2018, Korean media reported that HyunA and DAWN had been in a relationship for several months. First, their company released a statement saying that the two idols are not dating. Reports claimed that HyunA and DAWN had been dating for months, but in fact, they had been dating for 2 years. Like fans, Cube Entertainment had been unaware of the couple's relationship. That was the time to announce their love relationship to the world. Rather than keeping their love a secret, HyunA and DAWN decided to be open and honest with their fans. They said, "We know that our relationship will stick with us, but we both thought it would be difficult to see our fans on stage if we didn't announce it. So we wanted to honestly tell our fans who have loved us and showed us their support, and present ourselves confidently and joyfully on stage." And while at first, their relationship came as a huge shock to the nation, K-pop fans have come to cherish these two as game changers in how dating is accepted in the industry. After their company, Cube Entertainment, figured out their relationship, they kicked out the two artists. That time, DAWN was a member of the K-pop group called Pentagon. He immediately had to go on a hiatus, as well as HyunA. Like fans, the couple found out about their terminated contracts from the media. According to an insider, HyunA and DAWN were completely unaware of their agency's decision until they read news reports. So the two lovers had to leave the company, due to the termination of their contract. Cube Entertainment said, they end the two idols' contracts because they can never trust in them again. After the removal, HyunA started sharing cute pictures and videos about her boyfriend on Instagram, gaining millions of supports. This was just the beginning of a new, exciting chapter for the happy couple. HyunA and DAWN kicked off 2019 with an official couple photoshoot with maps. Rather than buckling under the pressure of K-pop's norms and expectations for idols, HyunA and DAWN challenged the status quo by showing just how madly in love they are. In 2019, HyunA and DAWN signed contracts with PSI's company, P Nation. After joining, HyunA and DAWN began working on their separate solo debuts as well as collaborations. On December 31st, they became the first public idol couple to ever perform on national television and at an end-of-the-year ceremony, which means they wrote history. They blew everyone away with their stage at the 2019 MBC Gayoda Ejijan. They released songs and an album together, had numerous interviews, concerts, and performances together. In February 2022, they even got engaged. So since 2016, which was approximately 6 years ago, HyunA and DAWN had been together until now, the end of November 2022. On November 30th, HyunA shared a post on Instagram announcing the breakup. The starlet shared that the couple broke up but decided to remain good friends and colleagues moving forward. HyunA thanked fans for their support. Later, DAWN also shared some words about the situation and said, he still appreciates and look up to HyunA as an artist. The reason of their breakup is still unknown. Fans worldwide are shocked and are mourning the split up. What are your thoughts on the situation? I really hope that people can respect their privacy and that they won't create false rumors about the two artists' breakup. Let's support them instead and pray for them to be able to move on and heal. Thank you for watching the video. You can share your respectful opinion in the comments down below. Thank you everyone. Have a good day. Bye.